No, that simply won't do. We can't keep stringing them along. They have to find out the truth sooner or later. What do you mean, not yet? Fine, I hear you. But if they find out on their own, don't come for my head. Okay, nobody's signing off. Oh, hello, my starling. I was wondering how long it would take for you to find this little place of mine. You even gave me enough time to decorate it. How nice of you. Don't try to give me that "how did you know I was here" bullshit. Your costume doesn't exactly allow you to be quiet. It's made of nothing but latex, for the stars' sake. You can't go 5 steps without making that awful squeaking noise. Oh dear, there's that cute little dumb look you always get whenever I say something remotely too true for your liking. Latex went out long ago. You're in desperate need of an upgrade. You should really see whoever your costume designer is. Hey now, no need for violence. Wouldn't want you to get blood all over the floors. I just ordered the henchmen to clean it, and you know henchmen. If there's blood all over the place, they charge extra. I don't get paid enough to pay the extra. Well, I do, but it would be nice not to. Oh, you poor sweet thing. What did they teach you in that hero school? With how much of the public's taxes it swallows up, I should hope to think they'd teach you the basics. Of course villains get paid. How else do you think we can afford to make new machines and new tools to whoop your little hero butts with? Like anyone else, we have to stick to a budget, and a small amount of that budget goes towards villainous costs. God, if more villains were secretly rich billionaires, there might actually be less supervillains, and more of your everyday billionaire villain. At least we pay our workers a livable wage and give them health benefits. And I mean, even that is just the bare minimum. I dare not go into the whole tangent of how supervillains pay their workers more than actual billionaires and people that are supposed to be helping their workers. Ugh. Don't even get me started, Starlight. Do we really have to do the whole battle thing now? I don't think it's all that necessary. But fine, since you insist. Oh no, don't throw my computer. I just bought that. Oh, and my favorite mug. Henchman Dave got me that before he retired. I hope he's well. I am so taking this fight seriously. Look at me. Take that. Take this. Ugh. And catch these hands, little Starlight. Fear me, for I am the great villain Nobody. Prepare to face my unforgettable wrath. Ooh, I'm going to use my powers and make you forget why you started fighting me in the first place for a very short amount of time. Okay, well, what exactly do you want me to say? At least I'm grown up enough to admit my powers aren't all that scary. Like, what am I going to do? Make you forget why you walked into a room? Yeah, that's me, but hear me out. It's really funny to watch you enter the same room over and over again, and forget why you walked in there every time. Hey, I thought you heroes were all about using words before actions. Aren't you supposed to be like symbols of peace and all that? Be right. Which we all know is a big fat lie, by the way. You snobby elitists with your perfect powers aren't fooling anyone. Well, not any of us. But still. Hello? Are you blind? Heroes are so elitist. You prioritize those with good powers. Hype them up to the whole you can do good for humanity, make the world a better place story, and then send them out into the world to fight people like me with the bad and evil powers. And don't try giving me that everyone has an equal chance story either, because face it, people with perfect powers, like flight, or super strength, or power over the good elements, get sponsorships and free hero college admissions, whilst people like me get thrown to the side like nobodies. No, I am nobody. Literally, it's what people like you called me for so many years. I just made it my name. It was either that or evil, when I even tried to use my powers for good. So I turned to the one place people see me for me, and not just my power. As well, it kinda links to my power, considering nobody remembers me after I do the good old mind tricks on them, make them forget I was ever there. Look, you're new to the whole hero thing, from what I heard. You got your powers from some fallen star thing, and now you have some star magic thing. And now you're just doing whatever the big guys in suits and fancy costumes tell you to. But let me give you some fair advice. As soon as you become useless, or have even the slightest, smallest bit of controversy, or if the public ever begins to see you as a villain, they will drop you faster than they picked you up. You don't need to apologize for their actions. You're still new to this world. It's all politics and not so subtle messages through strangers in shiny supersuits and flashy capes. You mean it. Why are you being nice all of a sudden? Did you really not know about this? And why are you just taking my word all of a sudden? Are you not going to call me a liar like 5 times and then sulk as the realization creeps in? No? Okay. Didn't expect to see this happen today. No offense, but I didn't think you'd be that easy to, tell this stuff to. I figured you were one of those my way is the right way kind of heroes. Or would have taken a few PowerPoints worth of talk. You don't want to know how many I made in my youth whenever I tried to convince my peers that I wasn't evil, and that it was the system. Oh, little me was so hopeful about changing the world. Well, I think now you make a choice. You either fight for a system you know is corrupt, or you fight against the system in an attempt to make things right. But that would mean being labeled as a villain. But hey, it means I can get you a better costume. Please, everyone knows villains get the best costumes. Why else do you think we have so many fans? All your fans call you Sweet Star Baby. Now get ready for Big Star Baby. You'll always be a cute little star baby in my eyes, even if you were the nemesis I always wanted. No, I don't think you should become a villain. You're too bright-eyed to become a villain just yet. Maybe wait a few years, or like a decade. Then I'll reconsider letting you join the Villain League. Maybe you become one of those anti-heroes. Those are becoming more popular now. And you wouldn't have to keep up to the industry standard of being the goody-goody hero. Plus, it would mean we get to stay nemesis. Sure, we'd be basically fighting for the same cause, but I like our dynamic too much to say goodbye to it just yet. I'm waiting for Starlight and Nobody to become a rivalry for the ages. Just think, someone with magic star power, and the other with the power to make people forget things. Sure, it doesn't exactly line up, but at least it's something fresh. Much better than the typical water hero and fire villain duo that seems to be everywhere. But now, it'll be anti-hero Starlight and villain Nobody. That's already way more interesting than a hero-villain dynamic I could think of. In fact, I bet my villain friends will be jealous. They're stuck fighting Mermaid Princess and whatever the other hero's name is. I don't really care, they all have lame names. You better get going if you want to turn in your cape before the Hero HQ closes for the night. You'd think with all the things they put heroes through, they'd be open 24/7, but they can't even pretend to care about the well-being of anyone below the top 10. I look forward to our future battles, Starlight, and then our future alliance when you're edgy enough to turn to villainy. Hello, my sparkles of adventure. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you. I'd also like to thank AlvaarScripts for this rather fun script. It was a lot of interesting work to try and get this one done, but I still enjoyed recording the whole thing. I guess this is the last audio for Super March. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you're listening to this after March, well, I still hope you enjoyed it. I just want to remind everyone that you're special, you're unique, no one else can be you, and anyone that tries to tell you that you can be replaced is lying to you, because no one else can have your smile, no one else can have the unique twinkle that is in your eye. No one else can have the same experiences that you have had in the same order that you've had with the same people that you've experienced them with. So you are unique, no matter what anyone says, and don't tell yourself that you're not special either. With that in mind, I'll see you next time.